I'm Nitsahone, and it is Monday, so that means it's time for another one of my draft videos. Right now we're drafting Guilds of Ravnica. I post a draft video every Monday and Thursday. Before the draft kicks off, I want to remind you guys, my videos are sponsored by Card Kingdom. It's a great website for sealed product and for singles. You can check them out at cardkingdom.com. So, this is a pretty nice pack. I like the Vindicator, but you can't really count on it actually like working out every time. It's not something I want to first pick because you just need things to break the right way. You need a bunch of mentor, which you'll get if you're in red-white, but the question is red-white open enough? And that's hard to say. I think it's probably better to just take a Rock Charger. Probably. Yeah, I think the Charger, it doesn't have as high of a ceiling, but it is a great card. There's no doubting that. So I think it's what we take here. There's no like really good removal here. I mean, Selective Snare's not quite removal, but it is a nice card. But I think we take the Charger. Try not to be in Golgari, you know. And I think we're off to a good start of not Golgari, because here I think we take the removal spell, Command the Storm. It's pretty hilarious that I ended up in Golgari so many times. But I haven't combined like, what, 7 and 2 with Golgari? So maybe I should stick to it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we'll take Command the Storm here. Okay. Hypothesisal's nice. Flight of Equinox, also nice. Capture Sphere, also nice. Another Command the Storm, too. It's a strong pack. I mean, they're all first pickable cards, I think. Equinox the least so, but Hypothesisal, Command the Storm, and Capture Sphere are all really, really good cards. I'm kind of leaning towards Hypothesisal. It does potentially mean we're not playing Rock Charger if blue-red ends up open enough, but I think that's probably okay. I think it's the best card here. The difference is if I end up Boros, I probably do play Command the Storm, but it's not going to be nearly as good because it's such an expensive removal spell, and you just want to win by being aggressive. But I'm going to take Hypothesisal. Removal spell, sort of a split card that can draw you 2 cards, or it's like a draw 1. It's sort of like a draw 2 cards and play a 0 mana 4 damage spell, which is pretty good. Another Flight of Equinox. Luminous Bonds? Okay, well, maybe we do end up in Boros. I think it's better than Inspiring Unicorn or Flight of Equinox, which are both good white cards, but Luminous Bonds is great in any deck in this format. You can also splash it if you want to. The Electromancer is a good card if we end up blue-red, certainly, but I think Luminous Bonds is still better. It is removal after all, and it's cheap removal, so even the aggressive Boros deck likes it. Wow, how many Flight of Equinox could I have started this draft with? A lot. Do we take this one? I think maybe we do. Maybe Parhelion Patrol is better if we're like a Boros deck, which is kind of looks like what we're trying to do. Flight of Equinox is still okay in a Boros deck. We could also entirely end up in Selesnya, in which case the Equinox is going to be better. Which do I want more? I mean, the red and the blue here isn't very good, so that's worth keeping in mind. I'm going to go with the Equinox. It has a much higher ceiling. There was lots of green and lots of white in that pack, which is why I said if we end up in Selesnya, it's pretty good. I think we could end up there. Just got to see what happens here. Well, Rosemane Centaur. Fire Urchin isn't that great. It's actually, I think it's a little bit better in the Boros deck, actually, than it is in an Izzet deck. We could consider taking it if we want to be, if we think Boros is where we want to go. But I think Rosemane Centaur is so much better than it that I think we take the Centaur. Yeah, I mean, Muse Drake's solid. So is Crawl Foragers, Bartizan Bats. They're all fine. But Rosemane Centaur is just better than they are. The good news is it does not look like we're going to be in Golgari. Again, 7-2. What am I thinking? No, I mean, if it's crazy open, like, I think it's right to draft Golgari. I know pros are saying, don't draft green, don't draft Golgari, which I think is true, except once people start saying that, though green is so open and Golgari is so open, that sometimes it's the right thing to do, because you're going to get really, really good uncommons, especially because nobody wants the gold uncommons in Golgari. So some of them aren't that good. That's part of the reason the deck isn't good, but there are some good ones, like Status Statue and Golgari Guildmage, for example. Well, it's not Golgari Guildmage, it's Swarm Guildmage, I believe, but you know what I mean. Okay. Guildgate's worth looking at, I think, in a pack that's this week, but I think Lead of Guardian's perfectly reasonable. Portcullis Vine is pretty good in this deck because it helps you convoke and it draws you a card once it becomes useless. Don't love any of these three cards, but they are all just like solid playables. And yeah, the Is it Guildgate might be nice, but I think we're taking Lead of Guardian. Okay, Iron Shell Beetle and Wario Copy are both pretty good. Blade Instructor, well, this isn't pretty good, but I think Iron Shell Beetle and Blade Instructor are pretty comparable cards. Could take Urban Utopia if we really want to splash, but I don't see a reason to do that just yet. I think we want the Beetle or the Instructor. I think I like the Beetle a little more. There's another one. Do I like it more than Ceratok? I think I do. I think they're comparable, but we could think about Boros Guildgate here to help us splash, Command the Storm, potentially. But when there's a perfectly reasonable playable here, I think I just take it. Wow. 3 consecutive Beetles. I'm okay with that. I don't love the card, but it is good. It is perfectly solid. It works well if we end up with Mentor. Wow, this came all the way back. All right, well, that's what we're doing. Green-white are the most open colors here. We could end up splashing Command the Storm. But who knows? So, yeah, I think we take the Vine here. Again, we could take the Guildgate. It does enable a potential splash. Yeah, I think we do. I think generally you take Guildgates over like subpar, like sort of mediocre cards that you find yourself playing sometimes. And I think that's what that wall is. Okay. We are in the right lane, I would say, since we got 3 Beetles really late. And even to a greater degree, we got a Vigor Spore Worm late, which I think is a higher pick in most scenarios than the Beetle. And we might play this, but I'm kind of hoping we don't. I'm just going to put it over here, in fact. Assure and Assemble. So we're doing the right thing, huh? Man, Murmuring Mystic, I still haven't gotten to play with. Inspiring Unicorn's not bad either, but I think this is just better. I mean, one side's a really good combat trick, and the other side gives you a bunch of tokens, creature tokens. I like Wood Shaper too. I wouldn't mind ending up with 1 or 2 of them. If this were pack one, pick one, I think it might be right to take Murmuring Mystic. That's just how strong it is. And it's good in both blue decks. It's a little better in Izzet, but it's still good in Dimir. But it isn't that point. And I think Assure Assemble is just a way better card right now for our deck anyway. The Mystic, obviously, does have a pretty insane ceiling. We'll put it at the 6-drop slot. Affectionate Indrik. Another Demotion. I do like Affectionate Indrik, but we're getting into a place where we have so many 6-drops. I have to think about whether I'd rather have it or something like a Wood Shaper. I think the first Indrik is probably better than the first Wood Shaper, though. Yeah, I think we go for the Indrik. Citywide Bust. So the problem with that is it kills like all of our creatures, so I don't think we want it. Centaur Peacemaker is perfectly fine. There's a Righteous Blow as well. Lockdown Restore is not bad. Hitchlot Recluse even isn't bad. I think probably the first Righteous Blow is perfectly fine to take over like a Peacemaker or a Recluse or whatever, you know, or a Lockdown Restorer for that matter. So yeah, we'll take the blow. So we already kind of have our win conditions ready to go here in Flight of Equinaughts, and as a result, we just need to pick up a lot of low curve creatures. I mean, I think this is just better than Siege Worm. So I think we'd rather have it. I mean, if we see a Siege Worm in a pack that doesn't have much going on, obviously we'll take it. Well, that's interesting. Divine Visitation. There is a Siege Worm, but I think we might try to make this work. It has such a ridiculous and absurd ceiling. Right now we only have one way to make creature tokens, but and that's not enough. But we can pick up more. And I mean, what are we giving up here? We're giving up a Peacemaker, Siege Worm, and Ledev Guardian. None of which, if I were desperate for a win condition, I'd think about the Siege Worm, but we're not. So I think we try to make this work. Dead weight. I guess we take a Peacemaker here. Yeah. Dead weight is probably the best card in that pack, if you're wondering. Okay, here's a way to make creature tokens. I think we'd rather have it than the Shieldmate, just because of... I mean, 2-drops are good, but this makes creature tokens, and we have a Divine Visitation, so we don't have enough gold cards for Rampaging Monument at this point. Okay. I think we have to take this. This is an example of this cult of Golgari just being too open sometimes. This should not be here this late. Like, someone should have taken it and tried to splash. And that's what we're going to do. We don't have the fixing right now to make it work, but I think we could end up with it. I mean, we could also just take Selesnya Guildgate, but it's so good that I think you have to take it. I mean, it's a catch-all removal spell. Where can you go wrong? Dissident or Iron Shell Beetle is basically what we're looking at here. They both have utility in the late game, unlike most 2-drops. Yeah, let's take a Dissident, I guess. I like the Beetle, but we already have 3 of them. So, yeah, Wood Shaper time. 2 ways to make tokens is what we're at right now. One of them is repeatable. We need the Sworn Companions, a few of those, and those I think are not going to be too hard for us to get. Another Dissident, I think. We could think about taking a Guildgate. It might enable us to splash something. We do already have one, though, and I don't have anything I really want to splash at this point. So I think just taking another 2-drop when we have several cards with Convoke is probably worth it. Thank God a color pair other than Golgari was really open. I was going to, like, try my hardest not to end up in it. I do need to put this here so I remember I have it. We need to pick up a Guildgate or 2 to make it work. But that's not impossible. Okay, here's a Selesnya Guildgate, Hitchcloud Recluse, Lockdown Restore. I think all 3 of those are reasonable options. If we take a Guildgate, it's easier to run the necessary swamps for this. This does help us against flyers, which we don't have a way to do until the late game otherwise. But I think I go with the Guildgate here. Another Peacemaker works for me. We'll take Gateway Plaza in case. It is a one-way. It is kind of a bad way, but it is... Oh, nice. Really, really late Golgari Guildgate. I'm happy with that. What happened down here? It looks all weird now. You guys go over there. That's better, I think. Still don't have enough ways to create tokens just yet. But we could get them. It's taking a while here. Okay. I think we got to take Assassin's Trophy. A, it's really good. And B, it's worth a bunch of money. And those things both matter. I think it's the pick here anyway. It's always nice when that happens. I may get a beetle back. Probably Hellion Patrol would be fine too, but I think we take the trophy. We do already have one Guildgate, and now the how much we want them has gone up for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Did I do? I screwed something up. I'll figure it out later, I guess. Gruesome Menagerie. I wish we could splash it, but we just can't. Portcullis Vine. Yeah, I think we take another Guildgate here. I think it's a pretty easy Guildgate. Because we have two really good black-green cards now. So I have to splash Golgari at least, apparently. So yeah, we got these two Guildgates who will help with our mana immensely. It's not a great pack. I don't think we want to splash an Assassin too. It's probably just not worth it. I guess you just take another Guildgate, honestly. I mean, I could take 10th District Guard, but it's not very good. And we have plenty of twos who are just better than it is. So I think we take another Guildgate, makes our mana even better, and that does matter. Man, things are getting cut pretty hard right now. Do we just take a Vine here over Loxodon Restorer? I think so. I mean, we just have better things to do than Loxodon Restorer. And the Vine will help us with Convoke. Granted, we only have Convoke on our Equinauts, basically. Maybe I do want another big guy. It's not like the biggest, but it's fine. Yeah, I mean, we have so many 2-drops that having a 1-drop isn't going to help us that much with Convoke. So we just picked up another Convoke card. Ooh, Sunhome Stalwart is so good. Yeah, it's what we take. I mean, Shieldmate is just a much worse version of Sunhome Stalwart. Yeah, there's not much to talk about here. I think we take it. Seriously, I don't know what I did down here to screw this up, but it's kind of frustrating. Another Peacemaker or a Generous Stray. I don't think we're going to end up with enough tokens, guys. I don't think we are. Which is sad, because that would have been fun. We already have 2 Peacemakers. Do I want a third one? I mean, they are huge for the cost. I mean, huge is maybe an exaggeration, but they have good stats. Gaining 4 life against some opponents is great. But I think I'm going to take my first Generous Stray there. Okay, District Guide will make our mana even better, so I think we take it. Over another Guildgate, for sure. Hitchclaw Recluse or Vernati Shieldmate. Probably the Recluse. I don't know if either of them is going to make the cut in the end, though. Recluse is a more useful sideboard card, so let's go with that. Could I use a guy like Ceratok, or do I just grab yet another Beetle? I kind of just want to grab another Beetle, honestly. Sorry, Divine Visitation, you're not happening. We also have Intrusive Pack Beast, which is worth thinking about, but yeah, I think I'd rather have another Beetle. Okay, here we'll take a Vine. We don't need Urban Utopia. There's just no reason for it when we have 3 Guildgates and a District Guide. And we actually have another Selesnya Guildgate over here, I forgot. Sure. I wish our mana was so good we could play Fine Broker. Oh man, I love that card. We have some cutting to do. And I think we go Port Call is fine. Let of Champion is solid, but it does get a lot worse without Divine Visitation. I think we probably leave it in though. Let of Guardian's probably not something we need. Boros Guildgate, that's not really going to do much for us. Hazard Marshal, may as well take it. I don't think it makes the cut in this deck. We don't have enough Mentor. We have almost none, actually. Almost none. I think we just have one, right? Yeah. Loxodon Restorer may also be on the chopping block. Yeah, we'll take that out, and then we need to cut one more card. So one of my 4 beetles? Could be. Might not be the worst plan. Don't think we want to cut any of this stuff over here. I can probably include the Wood Shaper in that. So it's something over here that we want to cut. Could be Generous Stray. It's solid, but it's nothing special. That's true of the Beetle too, though, to be honest. But they both have late game utility, and they're neither in the late game or the early game are they like amazing. They're just solid in both. Yeah. I think I'm gonna cut the Stray. Do I like my Beetles too much? You know, maybe. But I do like them. So, oh yeah, lands. Get in there, lands. So, do we even want to run one swamp? I don't think we need to, because we have 2 guild gates and a district guide. I mean, you know, we do really need... We don't necessarily always need both for this. We do for this, obviously. But we essentially have 3 black sources between the 2 guild gates and district guide, which I think is plenty. We do, I mean, these are all green sources. There's 4 green sources here, so we could cut, maybe we do want to run just one swamp to be safe. Sometimes I've had it happen with the guide where I need the land untapped immediately. Like, let's say I have Assassin's Trophy in my hand, and grabbing a guild gate isn't going to feel so good. So I think we do 1 swamp, maybe 6 plains. Maybe 5 plains. I don't know. I still have 10. I have 10 green sources, 8 white sources, and 3 black sources. That's probably good. All right, this is our deck. It isn't Golgari, so that's a good start. I'll see you guys in the first match. All right, we're going into our first match, and we have what I would say is a pretty good hand. We have access to all our colors, essentially, because of the guide. We got a 2-drop. We got a 3-drop. It's a good hand. I mean, we may play the guide first. It depends how we draw. I have a feeling it's probably going to be better to go Beetle, Rock Charger than the other way around. So, Guildgate time. I mean, not the other way around. It's better to go Beetle, Rock Charger than District Guide if we're trying to be aggressive early. Man, that's going to kill a Rock Charger at some point. Okay, well, now we really don't need to draw... use District Guide just yet. Yeah, we'll play Iron Shell Beetle here. He will pump himself. It's a nice little common. I mean, every time we've seen a card like this, the fact that it can be a 2-mana 2/2, which is, you know, not great, but fine. And then the fact that in the late game, you can put it on an invasive creature or any creature, a creature where the counter is going to matter more, basically. That's not good. I can tell you that. Okay, so I think we do play our Charger now. Actually, I could just attack. I may as well. I kind of gave away the potential for this being really surprising because I just saw me think about casting something. But we're not going to lose anything by attacking. There's a good chance if I play the Charger, they just use Silent Dart to kill it. All right, so we will attack. Well, guess I didn't give it away. I guess it could have looked to them like I was like, okay, I'm going to play this. Oh, wait, I have a combat trick. You know, it's hard to tell what's going on, I guess. But yeah, we play Rock Charger, who probably eats a dart. But that's okay. I think if I draw an untapped land, I play Wood Shaper next. If I draw... if I don't, I probably play Guildgate and District Guide. So dangerous to try to block this, but looks like it's actually going to work out okay for us. Yeah, they're doing what we expected them to. Which, you know, sucks, but I'm okay with it. All right, so let's attack Beetle. Get in there. Drop them to 16. So yeah, I think we play Wood Shaper. Figure Spore Worm or Devkarin Dissident. Probably the Worm. Yeah. End our turn. 4, 5, 6. We're a little short on Equinox at this point, but not too bad. So if they have the ability to pump this, it's going to be pretty bad for us, obviously. So I don't think we can attack right now, which I'm okay with. But yeah, so I think we play... Let's go to combat first. I mean, it's worth just seeing. Maybe they'll do something, you know. Have both of our guild gates, yeah. So they're not going to do anything, and neither am I. Not during combat anyway. I'm going to play guild gate. So if we get a land here, we can play Vigor Sporeworm sooner, and we can play Flight of Equinox sooner. So could get countered. No, it does not. So what land do I want? Do I have anything with double white? I don't think I do. No. So I think we do want to get an untapped land, but other than that, I mean, getting a plains is what we'll do. Makes sense, right? End our turn. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can play Flight of Equinox next turn, so that's good. It's a little dangerous to try to do when the opponent has a bunch of mana, but maybe they won't. Playing Vigor Sporeworm isn't bad either. Okay. 3, 4, 5. So let's go to combat again, see if they do anything. They do not. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we want to leave Sumala Wood Shaper untapped. District Guide's probably just as good, I guess. So, see if they have that counter spell. They do not, which I'm happy to see. Could have a bounce spell. Bouncing Convoke creatures is nasty. It's nasty stuff. So Vigor Spore Worm gives a +1/+1 right now. It's not too bad. Giving Flight of Equinox Vigilance and making it a 5/6 probably makes the most sense. Although, yeah, I mean, I think that's actually a good idea because this can only pump up if they play 2 spells, which is possible. 3 spells seems pretty unlikely. It could potentially kill our Flight of Equinox, but Watcher in the Mist. Okay, that's annoying. Surveil away, my friend. Chamber Sentry. Why would you discard Chamber Sentry? I mean, I get it. You can get it back later, but not discard, but put it in the graveyard. Obviously, is what I mean. Okay. What to do? What to do? Probably Vigor Spore Worm. Gives me a more intimidating creature, and then I think I'd just pump the Flight of Equinox, like I said earlier. So, yeah. Make it a 5/6. Vigilance. Playing the Champion next is probably the right thing to do, because it can help me like spin this game out of control in our favor. Okay. I think it's worth risking it, basically, to attack with the Equinox and the Vigor Spore Worm here. Okay, so which one do I want to kill? I mean, the Dragonauts, I think this always hits for 3, so at this point in the game, I think it's better to get rid of the card that always hits for 3. Okay. That is not too much of a surprise. They're probably going to kill our worm too, is what's not so good. Yeah, they discarded Radical Idea, so they're going to kill my worm and my Equinox, which is pretty nasty. Gotta say. You do get rid of the Watcher at least, but I think they still come out far ahead of me in that exchange. All right, so we're going to play this, and we can start making a creature every turn right now, so that's good. God. We're in trouble. These hypothesizals are messing us up. Another Radical Idea, and they'll kill this. In response, we'll make a token. Bye-bye. So, I think attacking with the 2/2s is probably worth it. Okay. There's no reason to convoke, so we're just going to cast the Centaur. Probably want Hitchclaw Recluse in this matchup. Wow, they are really messing us up. They have so much good removal. You know, Artful Takedowns and Hypothesis. It's not cool to have both of those. All right, we're going to play Peacekeeper. Even though it does gain them life, it gives me a creature who can attack through Wee Dragonaut. And I gain the life too, so big deal. But they are like slowly going to grind out a win at this rate because they have such scary stuff. They probably have 5 mana to get back Chamber Sentry somewhere in their deck, I would guess. And that is not what I was hoping to draw there, as you might imagine. We'll attack with, probably not worth it. Just a Peacemaker. Sure, it's gonna die. Oh my god, their deck is amazing. They probably have Mumbling Mystic in their deck. I would guess based on how many spells they have in blue and red and blue black both. Guessing the Mystic is probably their win condition. We just haven't seen it yet. Oh, that's a win condition too. Okay, yeah, that's not good. We're not doing so hot right now. That will help. Okay. I think I attack with District. No, it's not worth it. I'm not going to use the trick, so yeah, it's not worth it. The good news is they got this late enough that it's not going to be quite as potent as it could have been earlier. They do have 1 card with flashback or jumpstart in their graveyard. I think I definitely make the creature tokens here. Assemble. Okay. Feels pretty good. So does that. We're going to put the bonds on the Dragonauts. Then we have a lot of good attacks. Basically, our whole board can attack apart from the soldier token. Something bad's about to happen. Okay. That is bad. Hand is empty now, though. How many counters does this have? Just 1? Yeah. They're going to start drawing cards off of Lee Guildmage, so that's fun. There they go. All right, we drop them to 7. And we end our turn. Nasty. Maybe they'll mill themselves before they can kill me, though, huh? Could happen. I mean, they're down to 8 cards. Beacon Bolt. Okay, well, having to use that on an Elf Knight token does make me feel all right, but they can obviously cast it again. Yeah. That's what they're doing. Their deck's sweet. Izzet's my favorite guild, and I don't think I've drafted it yet. I think I splashed some Izzet stuff in a blue-black deck and sealed, but Right, that's up to 5, which is kind of scary. They can do 5 damage to anything now. But only once. Playing Peacemaker against them when they're trying to kill us with that is probably pretty good. I don't really want to let them gain life, but it's probably alright. Okay. Now I don't really know if I care if I let them gain life. Nah, I think we do it. Puts me out of range of all the crazy burn that our opponent could be playing. Okay. I think we attack with the Peacemaker if they want to trade. So be it. They don't. They're going to zap it, yeah. Trying to think what scary win condition they could have that will kill me before it kills them from just their deck being gone. They may have the card that lets them shuffle their graveyard back into their library. That would be fun. That would be fun. Not for me, but for them. Okay. All right. They gave up. I wonder if they had a Mystic like at the bottom of their library or something. I don't know. That does suck when I've had that happen to me before in a deck like that where you just need to draw your win condition, but then you just don't do it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we change anything. Our mana seemed really good there. We never drew our black cards, but that's all right. Solid hand again. A couple of 2-drops. And a Flight of Equinauts for later. I think I play the Dissident first. If you can hold off on playing the Beetle until later, it can have a bigger impact on the game, and that's why I think it's worth it. Okay. Nice to know we have that for if they do have a Mystic or something. We're going to take 2 here. It's interesting seeing this card. Their deck didn't seem aggressive at all in the last matchup. And I mean, you do just have to be running 2-drops, and that may just be what they're doing, because you have to have a way to like trade with Boros early, or you're in trouble in a deck like this one. Okay. All right, so we definitely attack, and then I think we play our Charger. We know they have Artful Takedown. We know they have Hypothesizzle. Those are both online right now, so worth keeping that in mind. Okay, well, Deadly Visit is for 5 mana on my 3 mana creature. Kind of works for me. Okay. Oh, okay. I think we play the Champion. Attack for 2. Play champion. Play Guildgate. I mean, Firemind's Research may be their primary win condition, and they just got it too late in that last game. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So I think we play a Beetle. Put the counter on Ledev Champion. And I think we attack with it and pump it 1 with Iron Shell Beetle. I could play another Iron Shell Beetle too, which maybe we do. It gets our Equinauts out faster, right? Putting all of our eggs in one basket against this opponent is pretty dangerous with the amount of removal they have. So maybe I put 1 on the Dissident instead. Yeah. All right. So we're going to attack with both? Yeah, with both. Yes. You know, it does. Our shields are down now, but I'm kind of okay with that. We do need to find black mana at some point. So we can play Equinauts next turn. Even if one of these dies. Yeah. I don't think both are dying. They could double block this. They can't really double block the champion. I mean, they could. It's just not going to do anything for them. Other than make them lose 2 creatures. Looks like they're just going to take 8. Yeah, I'm cool with that. All in. Okay. That is a little bit scary, gotta say. There's Firemind's Research. And Piston Fist Cyclops. Ooh, 3, that's lethal. Okay. Good draw. So yeah, we got there. All right, won our first match. See you guys in the next one. All right, we have a good hand, and we keep it, I think. I think the ideal thing is Sunhome Stalwart into Iron Shell Beetle, probably. Put the counter probably on the Stalwart. All right, so makes it a better attacker just because it has first strike, but it also makes it so it can mentor more of my guys. So okay, Peacemaker. So I'm going to play Iron Shell Beetle here. Pump Sunhome Stalwart. And attack. Next turn we can play a Beetle and a Dissident. Well, that's pretty nice of them to attack the way they did. Do I want to play my Beetle? And then, yeah. I think I'm going to play Iron Shell Beetle. think we still put it on the Stalwart. The Stalwart can mentor the Beetle right now, so. Now you get a +1/+1 counter, buddy. Thanks for giving me one. That's the conversation they just had. All right, they go to 15. And we play a Dissident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they all survive, it can play it. I don't know if that's going to be the right thing to do. Depends what their board looks like. If they find a way to stop Sunhome Stalwart from attacking them, then okay. Okay. They may have found a way to keep it from attacking them. Let's think here. So even if so it's a 4/4. So they can just double block it. Well, they have to do more than that because of the first strike. They would have to trying to decide if it's worth the trade. I think we just play our Equinauts. I think that's probably just the best thing to do here. So attacking there, I mean, I would have taken down at least one creature, but I don't think it was worth it. Damn. That's savage. Crushing Canopy after I spend that much mana. They still don't want to attack me, though. I guess I'm okay with that. So I think I attack with the Dissident here and see what happens. If they block, I get to kill something with the ability, which I think is definitely worth it. If they don't, they'll block. Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. They may have removal in response or something, but bring it on. So we will use this ability. We'll kill a Peacemaker. And we'll end our turn. Alright, they can gain life. Thinning out their board when they have this ability, the +1/+0 and menace to your whole team ability, is probably not a bad idea either. So, oh man, they're just gonna kill my Stalwart, I'm sure. Yeah, I was just envisioning a situation where I play Vigor Spore Worm and pump it and then attack again, and that would have been pretty awesome. Okay. We're going to play our own Peacemaker. And our own Dissident. Well, they don't have a Dissident, so I didn't need to say that. Next turn, we can play Vigor Spore Worm. They don't want to run out of gas, I guess. Siege Worm. That's fun. Isn't that fun? Okay, so we're going to play Vigor Spore Worm. Pump Centaur Peacemaker to a 6/6 with Vigilance. Probably just get the chump blocked, but I think it's worth it. Or they just take 6, which also I think is fine. We need to draw an answer to this Siege Worm. I mean, we can trade with it, so there's that, but the fact that this can't be blocked by more than one creature right now is actually pretty good. They could use this ability to give something this enough power to kill Vigor Spore Worm in combat, though. It's worth noting. Yeah, they're going with Siege Worm. Well, there's black mana, which helps. I think we attack. If they just decide to trade with Vigor Spore Worm, I think that's fine. We're getting to the point where Swarm Guildmage's ability is super, super dangerous, so I think we need to attack. Chances are good, yeah, that they just trade. They could have also thought about just taking 6, but because they have this ability on the board. Uh-oh. Equinox, probably? No, they're making a bunch of creature tokens. That's like the only thing they could be doing with this much mana. Oh, Arboretum Elementals potentially what it is too. Oh yeah, that too. I forgot about World Soul Colossus. Giving that menace is going to be messed up. Yeah, we're like dead. Give menace to their whole board, and then I like... Why aren't you going to give menace to your whole board? I'm definitely just going to block you with an Iron Shell Beetle. Oh god. All these haymakers here at the end are definitely going to knock us out. Oh no. Siege Worm. That's a little less scary. Yeah, Righteous Blow's not going to do it though. I guess I'm going to make them give their whole team menace. They definitely should. I'm dead if they do it, so I'm not sure why they haven't. Oh yeah, that's good. Now we're really dead. Not just kind of dead. Yeah, all right. Now they don't even have to use the ability. Okay. Did not go well. That's for sure. I don't think there's anything to change. I think we'll just submit. Yes. You agree? No sideboarding? My cat. So vocal. I would like to play first. Solid hand. We don't have as much early game as we've had lately, but we actually have 2 removal spells in our hand. That last game, a removal spell would have been pretty nice. Okay, so probably just turn 2/2/2 Iron Shell Beetle. What do you think they're playing? The Hazda 1/1 guy? No, Flower. Wouldn't have minded one of those. Okay, yeah, so we're going to play a 2/2. Hopefully draw some more action. Okay. Dead weight or early creature, fine. Okay. Play the Charger. Play the land. We don't have black mana yet or 6 mana yet, so that would be nice. We'll take 3. Getting closer. But yeah, I think we just end our turn. Killing something with the Indrik and leaving the 4/4 behind will feel pretty good. Especially with Rock Charger in play. So I'd really like... Can I just draw a swamp right now, please? That'd be nice. Just a swamp. We will take 3 again. Okay, it wasn't a swamp, but I'll take it. We do still have the combat trick half if that comes up at least. Siege Worm or World Soul Colossus? World Soul Colossus it is. Crap. I really desperately need black mana right now to deal with this thing. So I could attack for 5 flying damage, but it's totally not worth it. I think we just play Flight of Equinox here. I think we just take 6, which I'm not enjoying, but oh, I forgot to update that I have a trophy. How could I do that? There we go. What's happening? Oh, good. There it is. How quick of a clock do we have them on? 9 damage a turn. So a 3-turn clock. If I kill the bigger World Soul Colossus, I mean, I can actually just block it. It's worth noting. Why did they leave mana up? Why don't we talk about that for a moment? It could not be. It might not be good. So I think maybe I just attack with both of these. Yeah. So take him down to 19. Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, of course. Of course you have your Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, I'll use the ability. So, this is gonna hurt. I should have thought of Assassin's Trophy. So let's Righteous Blow this. Yeah, use a trick to save him. Do it. Yep. Okay. Statue. Kill the bigger Colossus. Alright, so we're still taking 7 here, so that didn't exactly go the way we would have liked. Still have 2 cards in their hand, too. Okay, well, let's grab another land out of our deck. And we'll end our turn. So I think I have to try to trade with the Colossus. Could also just block the District Guide. But I think we trade. Try to trade. Did get the 2-for-1 out of him that we needed him to get, but it may not matter. Good. Hey, that's going to keep us alive. How about that? So, that's annoying. Kind of feel like I have to block, but double block it, that is. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. Ooh, that's a good time to draw that. Thank God. Do they have a trick? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's just keep drawing spells. That's the thing. That's what we want to do. Attack, attack, and attack. This, if we manage to turn this around, it'll be the second time that card let us do it, which isn't too much of a surprise. It's a powerful card. But it looks like they're playing something scary now. Oh, that's good. So good against World Soul Colossus because I can just make a token every turn to block it. So we did some really good drawing there. Can you hook me up with a Luminous Bonds or something? No, I mean, we've drawn about as well as you can in the situation we were in. Sure, a removal spell would have been slightly better. Menace. I see. That's smart. Three, 5, 7, 8. I think I just quadruple block it. I guess Iron Shell Beetle's actually a little worse right now. Let's hope they don't have a trick. Because I have a way to keep making tokens, I think that was the right thing to do. All right, so let's attack with both of these. I could have just, of course, pumped my Let Up Champion. How much mana do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, if I played a land, I could have made one. I can make 2 tokens a turn now. I guess that's what I'll do at the end of their turn. Luckily, they don't have Righteous Blow or something. So yeah, 8. Yeah, we can make 2 a turn. Create a token. Create a token. Okay. We're just going to attack with the champion. Uh-oh. Should I have pumped him even more? Probably. Oh, God, I'm stupid. Worst misplay in a while. Okay, well, we do at least kill our one creature, and I'm going to make a token. But that was pretty bad. No getting around that. Okay, so we do still have a really great position, but it was way better, obviously, before. I can pump this twice a turn, worth noting. Okay, I can't do it right now, though. God, that's messed up. My mistake is probably going to cost me this game and this match. Well, that'll help, actually. So, Luminous Bonds. My deck's trying to bail me out of my stupidity. Oh, fudge. That's what I have to say. Oh, I can't believe that. Okay, it's not trying to bail me out. It was just trying to give me a false hope in that situation, I think. All right. Not good. God. As soon as I attacked, I was like, I probably should have pumped it more, but it wasn't because I thought about that ability. I would like to draw my Wood Shaper right now. Hitting a creature. Maybe they'll whiff. They probably won't. It's hard to whiff with it. See? Peacemaker time. Probably just attacks with the Indrik. I think we can take it and not worry about it at this point. Hey, Peacemaker. Oh, we're both at so much life now. So much. We'll go to 14. There's our Assassin's Trophy. I don't really feel like we need to use it yet. I will end my turn. There are way scarier things around than that. All right, I think we use it now for the 2-for-1. Right, we got both our black-green cards this time, but that Lead of Champion mistake, it hurts. It hurts me right in my heart. Oh, there we go. This is good when you have 1,000,000 mana, which is roughly how much we have. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can pump it twice. Yeah, just twice. No, stop drawing your Wood Shapers, man. Wood Shaper into Wood Shaper. Okay. I see what you're doing. They're going to deck themselves before we do. If this game comes to that. Siege Worm probably won't let the game come to that. If I had to guess. What do we have? We have one of our big flyers still left in our deck. Yeah. That's what we have. Okay, I think we attack with the Dissident. We can pump it all the way up to a 6/6. Maybe it'll be better as a blocker, though, I guess, against Siege Worm. So we'll play this Stalwart. And we'll play a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're good. Good on that ability. And we'll end our turn. How many creatures do you have in your graveyard? Will you just not just tell me? Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's not enough. See you later, Dissident. We can't pump it big enough. All right. I'm leaning towards taking it, and I think I will. Hey, I have one of those too. Definitely Flight of Equinauts. We're going to cast it for 8 mana. Have they been holding on to removal? Could be. Oh, that's not good. What did they return? I was too scared to. Assassin's Trophy, Assure Assemble, and Flower Flourish. Good God. So they're going to Assassin's Trophy my flight here. Vivid Revival is awesome. The one deck I got to play it in was a lot of fun. And then they can pump their whole team. Oh, it hurts. We have a lot of the same cards in our deck. It's interesting. It's interesting. I think we're dead, but let's see. The life gain will help. Block the biggest guys with the creatures that have lifelink. I'll accept the Siege Worm because it has trample. So what's the point? Block one of these. And block there and block here. There's no way. There's no way that's not, I mean, we're dead. We're dead. Look at that Iron Shell Beetle. Yeah, our opponent's Selesnya deck was basically just a better version of ours. We didn't get as many, like, we didn't get World Soul Colossuses and stuff like that. But that's okay. We still have one match left. I've yet to not go at least 2-1 in this format. Hopefully I can keep that streak alive. All right, going into the final match, trying to preserve the... I've gone 2-1 in every draft I've done, including ones I didn't record. Or better. I've won 3-0 too, so it would be nice to keep the streak alive. And I think this deck is pretty good. And this is a solid hand. 3 Iron Shell Beetles, man. We do have a lot of them. Okay, Guildgate's nice. Now we have all our colors. Mana is just so easy in this format, and it is a lot of fun. When you're the one taking advantage of it anyway. Man. My poor Iron Shell Beetle. Okay, well, we're going to play one. Getting creatures out allows us to play Flight of Equinauts a lot sooner. This has probably been our all-star so far. Still angry about the last match where if I hadn't made the horrible misplay I did into their Guild Mage's activated ability, things would have been a lot better. So they're like a really grindy blue-black deck. Probably just playing a bunch of blockers early and some scary things late. Which is a little annoying for my poor Iron Shell Beetle. Discard a Hypothesis. So they're a lot like the first deck we played that was blue-black, splash red, or whatever. Ooh. That is actually very good here. I guess I'm going to attack first. Why not, right? There's not really a reason not to. If they're scared I have a trick, I don't know why they would be, though. Like, they're willing to give up their Wall of Mist. You know? Yeah. Like, if I used a trick there, they'd be like, sure, use a trick to kill my Wall of Mist. All right, so yeah, we'll play the Stalwart. That isn't good. That is not good. Okay. Yeah, we'll play Iron Shell Beetle here. I'm going to put the counter on the Stalwart. So we can potentially use Righteous Blow here to do some things, but there's a very small chance that they like block with their Mystic here. I mean, it's like the key card for this, for all of the really, both the blue decks basically. It's like one of the best cards for both of them. But it's still obviously worth attacking. They can just block them, but it makes this creature bigger, so like if they decided to block with Murmuring Mystic there, that would be great, but they're not going to do that. So, yeah. All right. Four, five, six, seven. If we draw a land, we can play our Flight of Equinox potentially. So there's that. I'm sure they don't have any attacks. They could. I mean, all I had is a 1-1, but it probably isn't worth it. So I could play Flight of Equinox, but I think it's going to be better here to just play another Beetle. Put the counter on the Stalwart, and then attack with Stalwart and Beetle. We have Combat Trick and Righteous Blow, potentially. Ah, they're going to ruin our lives. Price of Fame. Capture Sphere. Okay. Fine. Be like that. Okay, so yeah, we're done. Have mana up for Puncturing Blow and Assure, but I doubt that's going to come up. Good though. Righteous Blow will be pretty good against Leapfrog. Killing a 3-drop with a 1-mana spell always feels good. Okay, Luminous Bonds is pretty bad against a deck like this. So I think we just power out our Equinaut thing. Hope they don't have counter magic. Good. One more land and we can also assemble. Nice. Okay, I think we attack with our Equinauts. See what they have here. Okay. So I could use Assure here potentially to give it indestructible. It is a 4/5 actually, so they can't kill it. So I don't need to do it just yet. I think we end up doing it though. This can block too. That might be their plan. The 4 damage from this plus the bird illusion makes more sense though, I think. I could just use Righteous Blow on the bird. Okay, well, I can't do it yet. Well, yeah, so we let the 4 damage hit it and then see what they do. I'd rather use Righteous Blow here, obviously, and hold on to the trick. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Get out of here. Okay. All right, we still have Status Statue going on. I wish Luminous Bonds could shut this down. I should probably blow it up, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm stupid. Not playing so well today. So we're definitely killing that at the end of their turn. Now that's obviously what we should do. All right, so statue. No. Imagine if I did that earlier, it might have actually done something. I'm playing my way out of 2 and 1 here. Okay, so we'll attack with our flyer. Play this land, so now we can use Assure, Assemble. We still have Assassin's Trophy in our deck. That's, I think, all we have that can deal with these problems. It's like, is it going to be better to use Assure here? I mean, I think it is because they have such small creatures. Yeah, they can double block 1 token, right? Every turn, but enough damage will get through that I think it matters more. That matters more. Okay, so let's do it. Hopefully. Hopefully we don't get Disdainful Stroked again. What are the odds that they drew something here? Not good. So luckily they didn't. All right, so I'm going to attack with my 3/3 Beetle. There's actually no good reason to attack with these now that I think about it. But I guess I will. We can use Luminous Bonds at some point to make our attacks a little more profitable. Okay, so drop them to 12. And yeah, I'll hold on to this land. Okay, haven't seen someone actually play that yet. You know, usually it's not so good to cast that, but when you have Murmuring Mystic, it does get a lot better. Okay. Making this a 4/4 doesn't matter a whole lot. So I think I just play this Beetle and put it on my Flight of Equinauts. Okay. Oh, good. Quasi-duplicate on Murmuring Mystic. That seems fair. Quasi-duplicate, maybe? That might be what that is. How you one pronounce it? Quasi-duplicate might actually make more sense. My God. This is like the dream for someone playing Murmuring Mystic. Our opponent is living the dream. Probably need to bring in Hitchclaw Recluse. I think we're going to die to these flyers sooner or later. It's almost like, I think I'm going to put Luminous Bonds on one of these. It seems awful, but it makes it so I can attack another turn, and things are going to get out of control and force us to lose if we can't pressure them, basically. So I think it's the right thing to do. It doesn't feel good, but we're going to lose this game the way things are going. So it's like we have to do it. We need to make it so they don't have enough flyers to kill our flight of Equinauts. Problem is, all they need to do that is another spell, and their deck is loaded with them. I'm very jealous of this Murmuring Mystic situation. Okay. Probably have an instant speed spell to get me here. Play it, put another bird in play. I'm hoping they don't, because if we can thin out the flock over there. Okay. Yeah, we need to keep going wide ourselves. Okay. So they have way too many blockers for an Alpha Strike to be worth it, that's for sure. Okay, I mean, still, when they play their first spell, they're going to get 3 bird tokens. So we're not in good shape here. Ah, I wish you could kill one. I mean, you can kill a bird, but who needs that? So let's attack with Flight of Equinauts here again. They've got to block it with a bird. Unless they have an instant that gives them 3 birds, like I said, but they don't. So now what? So we definitely play our Indrik. Question is, what do we kill? Informant or Snitch? Probably Informant. Okay, they're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures over there. And we have more than that. So is it time to Alpha Strike? Ooh. I think we kill one of these Mystics and then Alpha Strike just to be safe. We'll kill the original. Okay, so now they're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attackers. I think it's worth the alpha. I mean, they can hit us back if we don't kill them for only 5. So I'm going to attack with all creatures. If they have a way to make bird tokens at instant speed, I'm going to be really sad. But what are you going to do? We got lucky that they bricked on all these draws, by the way. Just want to point that out. But they didn't draw a single spell in all those turns. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah, you're dead if you do that. You have to have one of your birds. Wow, we got there. Out of luck in large part, but we got there. Okay, so Hitchclaw Recluse coming in against that nonsense. I don't think we have anything else we really want to do other than that. Righteous Blow seems okay, but it's not great against them, even though it did come through in that game. Maybe it's just a beetle or a dissident, which are... It probably is. I don't really want to cut any of our threes. Although I do think Peacemaker gets a little worse when your opponent has a grindier deck than you do. But it's still alright, I think. Yeah, let's cut one of our beetles. We've managed to do beetle plus stalwart several times, which the chances of getting a beetle are high, but the stalwart isn't, so, you know, not a great chance. Once again, those 3 creature tokens played a big role in winning us the game. This is another good hand, and we'll keep it. I just love having like one district guide in every green deck I make. Makes your mana even better. So even if we don't draw a land here, we're still in alright shape because we can go Stalwart, Iron Shell Beetle. That's not good. I don't want to see that on turn 2. We do have Righteous Blow. That could come up. Okay. So we did draw a land, but I think we still lead with Stalwart. I don't think playing the Guild Gate there is the right thing to do when you can add to the board. Ooh, opponent's deck is cool. I haven't seen someone pull off Guild Summit yet, but it may be, if anyone can, it's probably our opponent. Okay, so I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, and that. I'm going to start playing Guild Gates and drawing cards. That's not good. We will attack. Well, they don't have Guild Gates yet. Hypothesisal. Yeah. See you later, Sunhome Stalwart. Do they attack me now? Yeah, they do. Okay, we attack. What do I want more? Ledev Champion or District Guide in play right this second? I think the Champion. Leave up mana for Righteous Blow. There's a Guild Gate. Damn it. Making all your lands, well, several of your lands into cantrips is pretty insane. Hypothesisal. Called it. Nasty. Not great for us that they're drawing extra cards and killing our creatures. Poor Ledev Champion. Sinister Sabotage that time. This time we're going to get to kill the Electromancer when it swings, so That feels pretty good. Although it's probably already done enough to that it has more value than, yeah, but still worth killing, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna play District Guide, except I need green mana for that. I'm gonna play District Guide. I wonder how many guild gates they have that they felt like Guild Summit was the right thing. I guess I'll get another Golgari guild gate. Yeah. Sure. We will attack for 1. Then we'll play our guild gate. Next turn we can play our Indrik, who can hopefully just kill something when it comes down. God. Wow. You're not going to do anything? Please do something. I think I have to hold on to my Indrik if they don't. It's just not worth playing a 6-mana 4/4 right now. When we know they have tons of removal, especially. Like, we want the Indrik to kill something to make it worth it. Okay, I'll take another creature though. So I'll attack with both of these. This Recluse might get countered. Oh God. There we go. Nope, messed it up again. There it is. I'm sure they're like holding on to removal in their hand and just like they can't have that many cards in their hand and have nothing to do, right? My guess is they're holding on to removal to play against like a real threat, which we don't have at the moment. So I don't know what else they would be doing with that many cards in their hand. Okay, so we can kill that with Affectionate Indrik, and that seems worth it to me. Yeah, so yeah. Or they're holding on to counter magic for basically the same purpose. Poor Indrik. Okay, we'll attack with both of these to get in for 1 big damage. So they have at least 4 guild gates. I think they have even more. Pretty sweet, the deck they have. We do have Luminous Bonds for if they play some sort of threat. So that's good. I don't know what they have that they're... They do have a lot of choices, I'm sure, since they have 6 cards in their hand, so they got to think about them for a while, I guess. Okay. Yeah, if you can do it at instant speed, you might as well, right? I think I play this Beetle and pump this Beetle, and then I can attack with all 3 of these. Yeah. Do they kill it in response? They might. All right. We could put Luminous Bonds on this, but like I said, I think we wait till we're in a little more trouble to do that. It's not exactly like we're on the verge of killing them or anything. What do they have? I don't understand. They just fill their gate with guild gates and no spells? Okay, here comes something. Well, it's a leapfrog. Who cares? Weird. Weird, weird, weird. That's better to put Luminous Bonds on, honestly. That's nice. I think I attack with both of these. If they want to trade with one of them, I think we're okay with it. And then I'll just play Rock Charger. Could attack with this too, honestly. The Recluse. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. Okay. Play the Charger. So they can recast, oh, it's disdain. Oh yeah, Sinister Sabotage, there it is. So they will recast Sinister Sabotage now. To end up with as many gates as they have, you do have to sort of sacrifice card quality unless your draft's really weird. But, I mean, they have Hypothesizals and stuff, so I don't think they sacrifice too much. God, I wish Luminous Bonds actually did something to Murmuring Mystic. It doesn't, but Hitchclaw Recluse can block. So we may be now, I think we're now on the defensive. Quasi-duplicate again. That's like their win condition. Yeah, I mean, it's a good one. So I don't blame them. Maybe they were holding on to spells that whole time because they knew I wasn't pressuring them enough to wait to cast them all with their Murmuring Mystic. Multiple. Yay. Okay, I think it's fine to play the Peacemaker here. I mean, we're not going to be able to kill them anytime soon anyway, so... Have 4 life. Their deck's really, really cool. Wish it was my deck. So they get 3 birds every time they cast a spell right now. 3 of them. It's not good news for us. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good for us. Take down our only creature who can block your birds right now. I was like, really? I'm down with that attack. Yeah, I'll take 3. Not that I have a choice. Okay, well, may as well. And I'll make you a 4/4. So if I draw something to make you even bigger, you can at least attack through this nonsense. And I'll end my turn. We're going to take 6 in the air, at least. If they don't cast an instant right now. And it looks like they're going to. Hypothesis will probably. No, yeah. Yeah. Feels good. So we're on basically a 2-turn clock. Dazzling Lights. Good choice to discard. Now, like, everything can attack me. With Murmuring Mystic, should I, like, splash red in my deck and play Command the Storm? We only have 2 ways of killing it. I mean, that's plenty, but I think we're dead. Yeah, we are. On to game 3. So yeah, we have Assassin's Trophy and Status Statue to kill that thing. Luminous Bonds is horrible against it, but it's good against a lot of the other stuff. This can actually kill them. That's why I'm sort of tempted to like put in Boros Guildgate, but I don't think it's worth it. Nah. I think we're good as is. I'm really surprised they didn't print like a do 1 damage to all flying creatures thing in this set for the sideboard, because Murmuring Mystic is like, it has like rare power level and it's an uncommon. Yeah, this is fine. We can get our black mana with our guide and we have a 2-drop, so I feel pretty good about the situation. And we have both our black cards that can kill a Murmuring Mystic just right away, so we don't have to worry about it. Every other time they've played it, we've sort of just had Luminous Bonds in our hand and felt horrible. I do need to draw a 3rd land. And if we don't do that next turn, things are going to get ugly. But if we do it, we're fine. So it's complicated. It's not that complicated, actually. We just need to draw a land. I believe in myself. Wall of Mist. Please give me a land. Please. Mother. So I do have Status Statue available. I might as well attack. I don't think we're going to use it. I've had pretty good luck in this format so far, so it's kind of about time that I have this happen. We still have time, I think. I think if we can hit the 3rd land this turn. Oh, good. If we can hit the 3rd land this turn, we're probably okay. Well, we didn't hit one, but at least it's something we can play. Yeah, we do have tons of 2-drops in our deck, along with, 15 more lands. So chances are good we draw something we can play at least, and at least we drew something we could play. So they're going to drain me 1 a turn every turn, thanks to Nightvale Sprite. Might be worth putting Luminous Bonds on that when I get a second. Thank God. All right, so this is a case where I'm going to grab the untapped Swamp because that's what I'm going to need next turn. So keep in mind they have Disdainful Stroke, I say to myself. And they don't necessarily have it in their hand, but we know they have it. Right, so we will end our turn. Play your Mystic. Just play your Mystic with no mana up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Do it. Because we know they have Disdainful Stroke, I'm probably just going to try to kill it with Assassin's Trophy if that's what happens here. Which is more important for me to use Rock Charger on? Luminous Bonds on is what I mean to say. And should I do it now? Let's see. My options, if I don't, are playing some pretty good creatures. But if I don't, this is going to draw them a card like immediately. So I think I'd rather let them surveil every turn. Let's leave up white so we can bluff. I said white. They know we have righteous. Whatever. There we go. So yeah, I think we put it on the agent at this point of the game, unfortunately. Go in my turn. Being drained for 1 a turn is a lot less of a problem than them drawing a card every turn. Like, I'd much rather have 1 life drained for me every turn than for my opponent to draw an extra card every turn, you know? And actually, I'm losing 2 because I can't block it either, but still. I'll be able to block it soon. Okay. So I think we play our charger, speaking of blocking. And I'm going to play this Guildgate and in my turn. So charger plus these attacking is actually pretty nice too. It can be mentored, but having a blocker is fairly useful. I think it might be dead. Yeah, it's probably dead. As they hypothesizzle. Yeah. So we got to use Assassin's Trophy on the Mystic because they have mana for Disdainful Stroke, basically. That's the reason why. And this is the most important card in their deck, so killing it is a big deal. I can kill this at some other point, but I have to kill this now, I think. So we could cast our Wood Shaper first. That will maybe draw a Disdainful Stroke. Yeah. Okay, guess not. Ooh. I think we want Vigor Spore Worm more. Yeah, and then we're going to Assassin's Trophy the Mystic. Thank God. All right, we also have good attacks now. Good, maybe good's an exaggeration. We have decent attacks now, so I think we take them. So if I play Vigor Spore Worm and pump this, it can then, yeah. They might have Disdainful Stroke in their hand, it's true, but I'd rather have Statue resolved than Disdainful Stroke. Than Vigor Spore Worm, I mean to say. Okay. Probably killing my Stalwart. Wow, I just noticed how little time they have. Well. Okay. All right, so I still think we play Vigor Spore Worm. It's not going to do really anything other than give me a big creature, but I think we could use a big creature. So, yeah, I'm going to play Vigor Spore Worm. Like, whatever I pump isn't worth attacking with anyway. So yeah. Play this in my turn. If we have to kill something, it's probably Night Veil Sprite at this point. I would love to draw my 1 white mana spell that can kill it, but if I have to use statue on it, I will. Resolving that sprite on turn 2 and it never dying and being able to attack with it every turn is pretty gross. Is this going to be something I need to kill even more? No. It's just a removal spell. All those surveil triggers is partly why they have so little time, but definitely worth it. Ooh, that's nice. When we're given the game state, it's nice. It's also just a big creature, which is also nice. So, all right. So let's play our Peacemaker here. Takes us back up to 12. Then to 28. Yeah, I think we just end our turn. We can leave mana up for status statue. Granted, if they get Disdainful Stroke in their hand, I'm going to regret that. Oh, you. Okay. I think the best things to do is going to be to go after the Night Veil sprite, because that's their way of surveilling right now. But I don't think I'm going to do it yet. I want them to copy 2 Whispering Snitches first. They're going to have to discard whatever's in their hand if they decide to do that. So I could have targeted this and stopped it from happening, but I think our plan is better. Yeah, I think we let that happen. So they're not going to do it right now. I think we still kill the Night Veil sprite either way. So we need to do it now. Otherwise it'll attack us. Okay. Can they find a way to kill us? Well, that will take us down to 10. It's a good start for them. Not good. Not drawing spells here could end up making us die. Because, yeah, they're drawing spells. Oh, good, it's just Guild Summit. They do get to draw 3 cards off of it, I guess, but which could mean they draw something with Surveil. They're just going to draw 2 cards. Okay, good. Drawing something that can block is very relevant right now. Darkblade Agent. Yeah, I don't think they have time to kill us. Lucky for us. We're going to win. We won on our opponent milling themselves out once, and then now we're going to win on our opponent timing themselves out. Weird draft. But hey, 2-1's 2-1. I guess. I think our deck was reasonable. Just had some weird games. All right, so another 2-1. Keeping the streak alive, just barely there. I'll see you guys in my next draft video.